And now we'll turn to our first hymn, number 118. And we can sing this beautiful song, Finlandia, of peace.
Not in mine, anyway.
Not in mine either.
Oh.
So,
It says Wings of Song, 118.
okay. What's the name of it?
God Speaks to Me.
Finlandia?
It's called God Speaks to Me in the book.
This is my song, is what it's called, and that is on.
It's in the.
Well, actually, you're right, it's different words.
Yes.
Can you find it, Michael?
Oh,
Song, that's where we
Yeah.
This is not Finlandia.
I was thinking the words seem different, but it says Finlandia right on the top. In the right corner, it says Finlandia, so,
the story there is that Sibelius wrote this, and it's become the national hymn of Finland now, and this is my song.
okay. So did we,
We
did,
can sing it with these words, right?
Yeah.
no, there's two, I think there's another set of words, because it says, this is my song, and the one we're used to, right?
Let's see.
Well, how about this? Let's sing these words, because this is the one we have, just like Carolyn just suggested. Okay? On 118, okay?
Or we could go to 206.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Michael. Okay, let's go to 206.
Yes, that's exactly.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Here we go. This is my song, O God of all nations, a song of peace through lands afar and wide. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my hope.
And you can be seated, please. And I welcome you all to our Sunday service at Interfaith Community Church. I will begin with our invocation. We thank you, Source, Creator, Mother, Father, God, for bringing us all together. And as we come together, we open our hearts in gratitude for the space, for the opportunity for friendship, and our connection to Spirit. And with this, we say thank you. And now our statement of intent says a lot about who we are. We are fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. By using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church where we can worship with a God of our own understanding, a place to experience joy and be uplifted, a place where we can gain strength and inspiration to share with all we meet throughout the week. We invite you to join us in this celebration of life, to nourish our spirits, and to enjoy the company of kindred spirits. Amen. And now I want to say welcome to our church from myself, speaking for our Board of Trustees. I'm Carolyn Sheets. I'm the president of the board. And we have our pianist, Carol Carey, beside me here. And we have our formerly called the tech guy, one of the two tech guys, who help us, Steve Plaza. And all of you, thank you for coming. Now, today we have our service that happens once a month, and it's connecting to Spirit in the traditional ways of the Spiritualist Church that are our roots, starting in 1913. And we will have both a channel with our partners in Spirit, who include many, many members of this community in the past that have passed over, their friends, our relatives, our ancestors, and our former pastor until the early 1990s, Reverend Hutchinson, formerly called the Rev, and now asked to be called Bill. And so all of them will be there for the group that channels through today. And then we also have our guest, sort of guest, and sort of familiar, Emily Christenson will be our medium today, and she will be continuing to grow in her skills with working with a big group for messages coming in. So she'll take some time to identify each of you as she starts to receive from Spirit. And now we will have several announcements of upcoming events. We have Denise first to speak about our fundraiser coming up, and then Carolyn Brooks will say a few words about our meeting this coming week.
Good morning. I've been asked to give a little announcement about the upcoming fundraiser that we're going to have. As you know, the book sales and the rummage sales have gone away, and so we need a way to generate money, and we're trying to do it in a very fun way, community-oriented. So we call it a fundraiser with the accent on fun. It's going to be February 9th. It's a Friday, scheduled that way on purpose in case of weather, that we could just put it off by a day and come on Saturday. We're planning love and lasagna as our theme. And I have a sign-up sheet downstairs because I've started to do some shopping. But in order to really complete the task, we need numbers. So if you would like to sign up today for either the lasagna, which has Italian sausage and beef, and we have a vegetarian option, which is a very high quality. It's the RAO brand, the RAO, and it's really a quality eggplant parmesan. So if you would like the vegetarian choice, you can select that as well. So the sign-up sheet is downstairs on the table, not the sharing one, but the first one, which has our information about membership as well. So if you would sign up down there, you also may bring a guest. We're hoping to have a really good turnout. And if you want information about the menu, what else is on there, you can talk to me or anybody on the board, we all know. So if you have any questions, just contact one of us. Carolyn?
What's the cost?
Well, we don't have it exactly nailed down, but we're close. It kind of depends on the numbers and also what our total is when we're done shopping. But we're looking at, because it is a fundraiser, obviously it's going to be more than the cost of the food, a little more than probably going out to a restaurant, but you are getting your beverage choice of coffee, tea, or Italian sparkling water. And we have dessert included, which is gelato and Italian cookies and homemade truffles. And then a nice big tossed salad and garlic sticks, bread as along with the entree. So we're thinking probably $22 as the base, and we are discussing today at the board meeting maybe having a sliding scale for people who would like to donate a little extra on the sliding scale. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but that's sort of the ballpark. Any other questions?
Okay, I'm gonna totally speak out of turn, but we want people to come, so do what you can do and come, because it's gonna be really nice.
Thank you. I agree, but we do, yeah, it's hard to put a number on it, which is kind of what I was trying to say, which why I was kind of avoiding the question. But Laura's absolutely right. We do want you to come. Okay, Carolyn? Oh, Sue?
Do we want to ask people to volunteer?
I already have a wonderful volunteer. I'd like to announce Carolyn Brooks has volunteered to help, and she's going to put our salad together for us, which we do need some help with the logistics of getting this all put together and out and hot and ready for everybody to eat. The lasagna trays, we are going to need some what I call heater-uppers, because we can't do them all in our oven here. We can put 2 in our oven, so we'll have those 2 hot and ready to go, but we would like people to volunteer to take a tray. They're frozen. You can easily fit 2 in your oven, and so we need 1 or 2 people to volunteer to help heat it up and then just bring it to the church. We'll put it in our oven to stay warm, and that way we can keep rotating the hot dishes. So other than that, I don't know what other volunteers we needed. Sue, do you?
Cleanup?
Oh yeah, cleanup is big, because we are going to use dishes, no paper plates. So we're having, nice dishes, and there will be glassware and silverware. So we do need a cleanup crew. And decorating is, if somebody would like to help with that, it's pretty simple. Putting out the table, we've got new tablecloths coming. They're red and white checkered. They're kind of cute. So anyway, that's it for that. If you have any questions, you can contact one of us.
They can sign up for volunteering downstairs?
Yes, you can. Okay, Carolyn, I think you wanted to speak on the next item.
There's what I wrote. You don't have to read it. You can say it how it is.
All right, so this Thursday on the 25th, we're gonna have our first kind of official burning ceremony to send out our intentions to the universe to attract more spiritual, like-minded people to our community. You got a little sample of it last Sunday, but this will be maybe a little more elaborate or a little more ceremonial. So keep that in mind. It'll be in the afternoon. We haven't quite decided a time. But so anyway, it's one of 3 full moon ceremonies that we have coming up. So there'll be one in February and another one in March. And take about maybe 20, 30 minutes. And it was suggested by Spirit in December to Carolyn Sheets and a reading or meditation that she had. So I didn't see a sign-up sheet. We'll put if you're interested in helping with the ceremony, if you know you want to come, let us know. There are at least 6 of us for sure that'll be involved. And We'd love to have more. That's a nice start, but, 2, 3 times that number would be perfect. Thanks.
Thank you, yes. After the service at lunch, we can have signups for that. We haven't set the time because we want to listen to who wants to come and then set it as well as possible for everybody in the late afternoon. So, thank you for all that. And now we will turn to our principles on our laminated page, on our piece of paper. It's coming on a laminate, but it looks like this, people. And we'll stand and read these together. We believe God is the eternal source and creator of all and is present in everything. Our eternal soul, endowed with free will, grows through many lifetimes. Communication occurs between the physical and spiritual worlds. Prayer and meditation strengthen our connection to the divine. All healing comes from Source. Seeking this for ourselves and compassion for others' suffering is the highest priority. Because we are all one, what we do unto others, we do unto ourselves. The choice of love is always open for every soul. Living these principles leads us to grow in divine love. Thank you. You may be seated. And now, my friends, we turn to the time for our healing prayers. We have our healing bowl here that is alive all the time, open to receiving intentions all week long, as well as in our hearts. We can all ask for prayers. And now I ask for prayers from any of you who want to stand. I'll bring you the mic, come up to the front, and we will hear other people's prayers we will pray for today.
Continued prayers for my sister Molly. She went through a grueling 7-hour surgery. They found 3 different spots of cancer, and she'll be starting chemotherapy soon. But she seems to be recovering well from the surgery itself, but she will need continued prayers to move forward in her healing. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Good morning. Sarah Paginen, health challenge of cancer. And my neighbor Dan was an awesome guy who hit his head really bad. So for Dan's fine brain to come back to its normal state.
And I have prayers to request for Jerry Quacco today, Jerry and Jean. They went to the emergency room yesterday because he has some very mysterious hives on his legs that they think might be vascular. So we want to hold him up. And Jean as well, his companion and long, wonderful wife, who are the oldest members of our community, I think, in terms of how long they've been coming here. So we will pray for Jerry and Jean. Anyone else?
I would just like to ask for prayers for basically my oldest friend, Frank, in Illinois. His mother passed away last Sunday. She lived to a ripe old age. He was in her early 90s. And he's struggling right now, and I'm praying for him, and I would ask for continued prayers for him and all the prayers in the prayer bowl. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. Dear friend, my dear friend Louisa, her mom did pass late last night, and so she's transitioning, of course, and prayers for my friend Louisa and her
brother and others that are here. Her brother's name is Mike. Thanks.
Thank you all. Anybody else?
I'd like prayers for a former member, she hasn't been here in a while, Barbara Benz, and her son, who I talked to her, seems like a couple of weeks ago, and she was saying her son's going in for either the third or fourth brain surgery. Oh my! And I tried reaching her yesterday, and there's no answer. I've tried twice. I'm just really concerned if he made it or how it's going, because prayers for them. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, anybody else? As always, we want to pray for Mother Earth, for Gaia, for the humanity that is all growing, for our humanity that is all growing, and more love, love for the planet, love in the cosmos, peace on Earth, all of that, as well as all of nature, as well as all of us living beings that it turns out are everywhere throughout the cosmos. Okay, we will now then have our song in the silence, number 74, and we'll go into some silent prayer. Amen. And now we will turn to our own Barbara With, member of our board, and a decades-long channel to bring through our spirit message today. She's on Zoom. She's traveling.
Good morning. Let's begin by being aware of our breath. As we breathe in, take that long inhale and feel the air moving directly into your heart. And as you exhale, feel all of the tension and the worries and the concerns of the material world draining out of your body. And as you breathe in, close your eyes and turn your focus to this inner, mysterious, non-physical place within you. And as you turn inward, pay attention to where you are. You're sitting in this beautiful church. The light is coming through the windows. You feel the presence of your friends and family and neighbors. All of you have come today to join together to affirm the unity of who you truly are. And as you breathe in, go deeper, away from the details of the world, away from the hard physical forms, and go into your heart where there's a frequency, an energy that beats within you as your birthright. This beautiful energy of the creative force is what you are made of. It is your birthright. So as you breathe in and you feel that energy going into your lungs, into your heart, into the deepest part of your soul, as you acknowledge and say quietly to yourself, I am. I am the way, the truth, the light. I am the power of compassion. I am God working through me uniquely like no one else. I am all that is. Sit and resonate with that truth far into the depths of your heart, way past your conscious thinking. You reside in the truth that you are one with everything. And it's from that oneness that you can draw a power beyond your imagination. In that oneness is the power of the greatest love that there is. You are the greatest expression of God's love. You are a miracle just sitting there in the chair, eyes closed, heart open, mind quiet, emotion flowing. And as you take your next breath and you feel the emotion of all of that compassion that you have within you, filling you up, set your intention this morning in this place of truth and power that you are going to use that energy to work for the good of the whole. That you are going to embrace self-love, self-responsibility, self-nurturing, self-care, self-kindness, and self-unity. And as you breathe in, you become very aware in your body of the truth of the oneness. And you find yourself being filled with joy that you have been given this gift of life to use for the highest good in the time when the world needs you. Fill yourself with gratitude and humility, and open yourself up to be compassion. And so it is. Well, good morning, dear people. We are so honored to be here this morning, and we are going to command that only the most divine light shine down upon us at this time, and that the greatest good be present here. This morning, we have gathered to be here with you on, for you, what might be a very cold morning, but for us, it is a morning filled with joy. What are we so happy about? We are, first of all, so happy that we can be here with you today on this sacred morning, sharing with you, as we have done for decades, in coming together as one body, one community, one heartbeat in this sturdy little church. That joy and that celebration is worthy of every Sunday and every time that you come together. And this is our first communication to you in 2024, and we are here to give you the good news that this is a year of empowerment. This is a year for those of you who have been steadfastly abiding by the truth of the oneness, are going to be deeply rewarded and shown firsthand how much power this energy of compassion is when you are truly working for the good of all. And the way that this personal empowerment works is not that some entity comes and waves a magic wand over you and suddenly you're renewed and restored. Instead, it comes with the joy of knowing that this power is in your hands. You have been given the power to wield compassion or not. And as much as that responsibility is profound, it is also what makes everything much simpler. You do not have to look outside yourself for anything. And yet, when you obtain your abundance from within, it is naturally manifest from without. So if you go after your abundance outside yourself, it's going to sift through your fingers. But if you turn inward in this year and you embrace the challenges that you have been given and look at them as if they are the very heart of the lessons that you need to learn, that you yourself have created, and what are they trying to speak to you? How are they trying to communicate with you? What are they trying to help you learn and grow and evolve into? That is the empowerment you are looking for. And some of you might already have been experiencing some of these challenges in this year, near catastrophic situations to great, great miracles. We are here to tell you not to judge either end, not to judge if some catastrophic situation took place. What didn't you do right? No. We are here to tell you that each episode of life that you are given is specially designed by you and for you to lead you into a higher place. Sometimes you need to sleep, and sometimes you need to run a marathon. Sometimes you need a pillow, and sometimes you need a pickaxe. Look at life as if that artist in you is creating what has not yet been created before, your life, right there for the unfolding. And for this church, we feel very strongly that you are going to see the manifestation of the years and years and years that all of the souls who have been here have worked together in this unity, have offered up their humility and their grace to form a community that is so purely rooted in love that nothing else can stand. Even conflicts that arise will be synthesized in a way that is how it's supposed to be. And if you can pull that depth together in your conscious thinking, not just see today, January 21st, 2024, but see all the January 21sts that have come before for over this century, and feel them in your bones, and feel them in your heart, and feel them every time you gather, like angels in the bleachers. We are here with you. We are available. We are watching over. And this year, we're going to be particularly interested in seeing the next phase of this magnificent renewal that you are on this path to instigate. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we will leave you now with the pathway open for young Emily to come and speak to you from us. And before we do that, let's sing a hymn, number 88, Sweet Hour of Prayer. Namaste.
Thank you. And now we will turn to Emily Christensen, who's come down from Two Harbors area to join us with the mediumship.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks, everybody. So good to be back here. again and share my mediumship with you. I hope to bring loving memories of your loved ones with spirit. And what I'm really hoping to work with today is making sure that I'm finding your exact person. So I'm gonna have you be pretty strict with me. Please just answer yes, no, or I don't know to my statements, and that helps me really make sure that I find your loved one. I know there's so many things within our lives that can happen to multiple people, so it can make sense for many of you to have some of the similar qualities, but hopefully with what I'm saying, it will just make sense with one of you, and the aggregate of what I'm speaking about does fit with your loved one, and I hope to bring their presence and love to you. I do have a story that I want to share about some chocolate chip cookies that a grandmother was bringing for her granddaughter in one of my group's demonstrations. And I was aware of grandmother and making these cookies, and I did go direct to a woman. She could understand these statements. And as it went on, it made sense to her, but there was just a little something missing. And towards the end of it, I should have opened it up to everyone because I was actually with a different woman's grandmother, and it was a great learning experience that I don't want to give these cookies to just anybody. So I'm always saying, grandmother, I have your cookies, and it's for your granddaughter, and I will promise not to just give these cookies to anybody. So I am working on that, which is, the quality of mediumship that I want to have and share with you. So we're going to pass the microphone around. Carolyn's going to help me with that. As I do blend with spirit and become aware of your loved ones, I'll start to say these statements, and if this does make sense for any of you, please raise your hand and let me know so that way I can work with you. And does anybody have any questions about this at all, or has everyone worked with a medium before? Is this the first time for anybody? Just checking. You too? Okay. Okay, great. All right, so there's times when I'll be just kind of listening in silence, and then times when I'll be speaking, but I think I'm gonna switch over to this mic, and then Carolyn, you can take this one here. So.
And we'll pass it around among ourselves as it's needed.
Okay, can everybody hear me with this one too? Okay, great. All right, give me just a second here. I don't have anybody yet, so I can definitely feel people here, but let's see who wants to start first. Okay. So everyone just take a couple deep breaths and realize that nothing with mediumship happens without the power of love, and the power of love for your loved ones and the spirit world, who we all come together and create this sacred triangle. So if you can send love to me, and I send love to you, and we both send love to loved ones, it just raises the vibration and energy here. Okay. I'm aware of a female here, and she feels like mom. Keep blending with her. I know that she needed to wear glasses, and I think you have her glasses still. So she's making me aware of her glasses, and I think it's something that you have decided to keep of hers. And And I also feel like as a person, might have just gotten new glasses recently yourself. So let me see if I'm feeling direct. So part of what I want to do today is work on either going direct to a person, or I'm going to throw out this evidence. And that's not very strong. So let me feel my direction here. So I'm kind of feeling over in this area here. Either you two ladies, would you have a mother in spirit with glasses? You do? Okay, can I have you hold the microphone, Carolyn? Let me check with you. Hi there.
Hello.
Can I work with you a little bit?
Sure.
Sure, okay, so your mom is in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, and would your mom have worn glasses?
Yes.
And do you have a pair of her glasses still?
I do.
Okay, and I feel like this is something that you you look to with her, and just you keep them somewhere special, and it's kind of part of things that you have of hers still. Would that make sense?
Well, I don't know if it's someplace special. It's
Okay.
just kinda,
Okay, they're
kind of there. Yep.
Okay, they're not. I don't feel like they're just laying out on a table somewhere. I feel like you do have them in a drawer or in somewhere that they're protected. You can tell me no too.
You know, I'm not sure where they are actually.
Okay, okay,
But I
but you
have
do
them.
have her glasses. Okay,
Mhm.
and do you have memories? I'm just gonna check one more thing. Do you have memories of helping mom get her glasses, or taking her to have her glasses redone, or her eye exam, or picking out glasses?
I'm not sure on that one.
Okay. And have you yourself just got new glasses?
In November.
November? Okay. I just want to double check that nobody else can understand what I'm saying, because I don't want to give the cookies away right away. But can anyone else understand a mother in spirit that you would have her glasses and, no? Okay. Let me just keep working with you. Okay. So I did feel called direct over this area here. Okay. And with your mom here, I do feel, okay. So you have more than just her glasses. I feel like,
I have much more.
yeah, it's like, okay. You, it's almost like she's saying you can't let go of some of these things. Can you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
It's things, especially, I think that it goes back multiple generations. So you have some of her things later in life, but also a lot of things from when you were young, like childhood
Yeah.
memory things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your mom feels like she was kind of sentimental like that as well. So did your mom hang on to things? Would you say that she kept things for a very long time? There's other family,
Oh, yeah.
like there's things from your
Yeah.
grandmother too that
Yeah.
she would have kept.
Yes.
Okay, let me make sure. And your mom feels like, was she the kind of person that would go to estate sales or what are those, flea markets, kind of like little thrift stores, and look at things?
She did do some estate sales and some like garage sale
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay, because it's like she's always looking out for what she's needing, you know, but then she all of a sudden has all these things. Okay. So these things that okay, she's bringing me back to these things that you do have, and I can feel her talking about some. Do you have blankets or quilts?
Mm-hmm.
That
I
did
do.
she make these herself?
I have
and
one that she made.
and that's
Mhm.
very special to her. I feel like this was, she would make these, I think, for gifts, for special occasions for people. Would that make sense?
No, she didn't make a lot of quilts. She
Okay.
made one
Okay.
for me.
This one quilt she made, is this for a special occasion? She wanted you to have this?
Well, she wanted me to have it,
Okay,
that's for sure.
okay.
She made sure that it was done.
Okay. And she makes me feel that you do connect with her with this. It's still, and there's been times that you've sat with this and thought about her and talked to her. Does that make sense?
No,
No? Okay.
it's in storage.
Okay. Was that her intention? I feel like maybe that was her intention, was for you to think about her with this.
Probably. yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I feel that this is like a healing quilt. The time that she made this for you was it a hard time for you? And then it was like her way to give you this love?
My mom was not demonstrative at all, so it's hard to know what her intention was
Okay.
behind that.
Okay, but if she's only made you one, okay, that's why I'm just aware of this. And I feel like she did make it herself. Is that
She
right?
did.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else here. I'm not sure if this is coming on like an anniversary of her passing or her birthday. There feels like there's significance with Mom coming up here. Did she? Is there like a the years of her passing? Is it a significant number, like a 5 or a 10 or something like that? That makes sense.
No, it's been, no.
No? Okay. Let me just work with this here, 'cause I might be moving on to somebody else. But is your dad also in spirit?
Yes.
Okay. Because is your dad, has he passed on this is a significant either birthday or passing of your dad?
No.
No? Okay. What am I feeling here? Well, I might be moving on to somebody else, but let me just thank your mom here for coming. And I know that you got the quilt and the glasses and some other things of Dad's as well. Was Dad a golfer?
He was not.
He was not a golfer. Okay, I feel like I'm moving on then. So let me, okay. Thank you so much for working with me. Okay, let me see here. So I've got someone's passing that's been recently, and then these golf clubs. So let me just take a second here. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the dad part and see if that works, but I'm not 100% on that. But can anyone understand a dad that has passed? Either his passing has been recent here or his birthday, and he was a golfer, and he would have some, possibly. Can we pass the mic over? Hi there.
Hi.
Can I work with you for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, great. Is your dad in spirit and either a birthday or a passing has been recent here over the...
His birthday was in December, and it will be the 10th anniversary of his
okay,
death
okay.
soon.
I think I was just trying to be aware of it. And then he was a golfer. He liked to golf.
He did everything, but yeah,
Okay.
we lived across the street from a golf course.
Okay. And do you have these golf clubs still, or did he want his golf clubs to go to another family member?
No, I have ladies' clubs.
Oh,
so
you have ladies'
yes.
clubs. Okay. Okay. Would he have encouraged you to golf or taught
Oh,
you
yes.
golf?
Yes, he
Okay.
did.
I feel like he's encouraging this. And, okay. All right. So, I mean, this started when you were younger, right? This
Yeah, about 6.
Okay. I feel like he's out there and you're young and he's so excited to teach you. Are you, let's see here. I don't know if you're the first child or just the one that you're the first child.
Yes,
So
I
it's
am.
like he's going to impart his sports. You know, he wants you to be active. He wants to teach you what he loves, you know. So he's, even though you're a daughter, he's working with you what he wants you to do.
Absolutely.
And I know he encouraged you to do these things because it's like he was reliving his passions too. I think when he was in school, I think he was very much active in different sports. Would that make sense?
Yes.
And he was proud of that and carried that through. So, yeah, talking about these golf clubs, have you not been golfing much, or is that why he's kind of come on your case here?
No, that's true. I haven't been.
Okay.
I
Okay, I think Dad.
Shame on me.
Yeah. No, he's very focused, your dad, you know, and it's like finding the time to do those things, but it's these clubs. Okay. Hmm. And is there younger kids that are in your family that are in sports as well? I feel like there's other sports. There's hockey.
Not hockey,
Okay.
but yeah, he does have grandchildren
Okay.
that are, yeah, they're very active.
Okay. And dad, okay. So all these other sports. So if it wasn't that they're playing hockey, would your dad have watched hockey, or there's, because I'm aware of that too.
Not hockey.
Okay. Well, I might be trying to get somebody else again. Let's see here. Let me just make sure dad. So dad, he does make me feel that he would take, he's driving around in this golf cart. So would he have loved that, or, do you have memories of him in these golf carts?
No, we usually walked.
Usually walked? Okay. I think there is, did he go to somewhere south and golf? Like, would he go to Florida or vacation somewhere? And
He did go, they were snowbirds for a little while.
okay.
yes.
Okay. Because I can feel like that community of, in Florida, everyone drives those golf carts around, and it's kind of.
Yeah. It wasn't Florida, but he
okay.
did go south. Where
Go
it was warm.
south. Okay. Give me that. Yeah, I'm still working on it. Yeah, just I think Dad's really encouraging your passions and things that you did and enjoyed when you were younger, and things that connect you with him, and especially encouraging his generations below him to be active and be strong and find what they love to do. So we'll leave you with his love there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Do I have time to do another one? I'm trying to go quickly. I know we're over.
We're over now. Is there an outcry that we want to keep going, or really, I think probably we should end. What do you think? Okay, we're gonna close. We'll go.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you guys for, oh,
Thank you.
I think,
And yes, Laura?
well, I can leave it up to Spirit. I can't ever control who comes, but I can definitely just see if there's another person who wants to come here. If you guys
Scott, did
don't
you
mind.
want something to say? Okay.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. I might work with you privately here, but I can just see. So the how this works, how mediumship works, is whoever's in spirit that has this greatest need is who is allowed to come. So I can't be. I don't ever ask or demand things, but if that person is the one who needs to speak, then they'll be the one that. Sometimes people don't like talking in front of a group. My grandparents, I do many demonstrations where I watch other mediums, and they would never come for me, but they don't like to talk in front of people. So your loved ones are similar, but let me just open up. I can do quickly one more here, but otherwise come see me after and we can talk. Okay. Okay, so I am aware of a mother. I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that this is your mom, but I'm aware of Mom, and she feels like she would have loved to garden and had a garden, and especially I feel like she's talking about, I think they're gladiolus, are those large climbing flowers? And she would have spent a lot of time with her garden here. I don't know if, is that your mom still? Am I still with your mom? Okay, that's what I mean. She has the need, so let's see here. she's got these garden, it's particular gladiolus, your mom loved those? Okay. Okay. Probably still with your mom. Go ahead and use the mic there. Okay, so she's still going. So your mom would have gardened and especially loved those gladiolus
Yeah.
flowers, and that's a flower that you think of her and reminds you of her.
I think I know why she's coming through.
Okay, good.
May I go ahead and?
No, don't tell me. Let me.
Okay. Okay.
So her need today, I think, yeah, she just wants to make sure that you're aware that she's here. I do feel, again, that she's bringing this blanket and trying to bring this healing to you. So I don't know if this has to do with another family member or, she's kind of coming through you for this, but bringing these flowers and kind of thanking. I feel like there's this thanking from her to you of remembering her. Do you have these planted at your house as well?
I don't now.
You
no,
did have them.
I did.
You did have them. Okay. And I don't know how much care goes into these, but she's pretty particular about the flowers here. Your mom.
They need to be staked.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perfect. Yeah, your mom's a talker here. She's pretty direct, when she needs to get her point across. And I can feel a little bit of almost like an apology for how she could have made your life harder, with her words and her beliefs. Can you understand that?
Oh yeah.
So understanding from the other side that the way that she wanted things and how I feel like she's saying that she kind of closed off some of your light or your expansiveness.
This is true.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she wants to use the glasses as a way to have a metaphor that she's trying to look at things differently, and I know that she needed those to see, but now she feels like she can see differently, and giving you that apology for, and she wants you to just grow and stretch and know that she's supporting you, and Dad too. So, okay.
There is something I think I need to say.
Sure.
So the reason I'm pretty darn sure this is her is because Barbara talked about a statement of, I am the way, the truth, and the light. So my mother, probably about, I don't know, when she was in her 80s, she died in her 90s, she was on this mission to convert me. And I tried to be very respectful to her, listen to what she had to say, but she kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And one day, and this is of course in regard to the Christian religion, and one day I finally said, Mom, when Jesus was talking about I am the way, the truth, and the light, he wasn't talking about himself. And she goes, I don't feel that way, but I wished I could testify like you. So when Barbara said that, I was like, oh my.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I said to my mom.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah. So that's what, she needed to know that in that moment when you're feeling that validation, and she came to validate that and share.
I think that's it.
And give some apologies and healing for you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. And thank you all so much. And I'll be back next month to practice some more. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily. We're grateful to be part of your mentorship from the amazing school you're in. You're welcome. And now, my friends, we'll have our offering. And following the offering, we will be coming pretty soon to our circle with the card with the song again. So if you want to be ready. Thank you. Dear Mother, Father God, Creator Source, thank you for these means with which we can share our light in our community, within our own church and beyond, through our whole larger community. Blessed be. Amen. And now we will find our card for the affirmation of the church. And then we'll use that for the song again, too. The church affirmation we'll read together, my friends. We totally accept the belief that is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. We know that in our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation, join in harmony with the thoughts of all members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. Thank you. And our benediction today. We have a beautiful benediction from Gary Bullhauer, who spoke here recently. Give us this day our daily journey. The steps we take us into the world and bring us back home. Lure of adventure, comfort of nest, round and round in the holy pattern of heaven and flesh. Amen. Let us gather in our circle. We will sing, God be with you till we meet again.